the Amber terrorists who feel is the overall, who feel he can do undo. We are here with the personnels of the Nigerians. So
why they arrest you? Everybody else they happy. Why?
It's because I'm a freedom fighter.
Freedom fighter.
Yes.
And you're a freedom fighter. Your people will be very, very happy. Why they arrested you?
It's just because it is political talking.
Political what?
Talking. It is political fight. We are fighting for politics. The politicians of Southern Cameroon and the people of Cameroon have decided to put us in this mess. Our leaders. I was not like this. They assigned us to fight that better will come. But for 8 years we have been suffering like this. That is why we are like this.
Look at the whole people here. Look at the whole people. They are very, very happy. It's not. Let me tell you, it's not your kingdom. Let me tell you now. I know it's not your kingdom. But there are many people that you drop them from the community. You burn their house. You kill their women. You kill their children. They are here. You didn't kill. You kill a woman leader in the Monkwa community, and a lot of people in Monkwa.
No, sir. I was not the same.
And the legacy chief, you're the one that killed him.
No, sir.
And the information
Francis. No, sir.
And you still wrote the letter to the all various community in border area that you attack them.
Yes, like what community? Because they told us to fight for the freedom.
And okay, that is why you want to attack the Nigeria community?
No, we don't want to attack them.
But why do you write a letter to them?
We did not attack.
Why do you write the letter to them?
You born the legacy community in Nigeria. Why?
Why do you burn it?
We did not burn Belekete community just like that because we have common boundaries. They have their farmland in our area there in Southern Cameroon. Okay. In Amazonian as we call it. So we have common boundary with them. We have an agreement with them that they will be contributing some of amount for their cultivation, for their food that they work in our own territory. So as they don't do that, our people ask us to ask for them so that they will come and comply. Sorry, sir. Why do you kill Chief Ngweli?
It's okay.
I did not kill Chief Ngweli, sir. Who killed Chief Ngweli?
The ambassadors.
Who is the ambassadors?
We are many of us.
Their leader. Who is their leader? Who gives their command?
Let's pray.
Terrible. So you want to die for Akwaya, and you have been killing Akwaya people. You say you want to die for Akwaya. You have been killing Akwaya people. Why are you killing Akwaya people? You say
like back of this, la Torabang is playing this, Torabang the food driver, the flag food driver. I in this. Na I born my house for Aqua, a fully cash rifle material, number and this material. Yes, the one for Kalamu the day, the one who don't keep for Kalamu the day. Akojan, today night we must meet up people Nigeria.
My country people them. Today, na number 29 day for March 2024, and una countryman, the Kumkumasa, it go come live. For can explain for una what way done they happen for Manu in the past few days, as we don't Kumkumize up to 18, yes, 18, 1 and 8. 18 Amazonia terrorists and then capture someone them. When I see this video where they play on the screen, that one na Ako Giant, as una know, we don't really publish them say we'll capture ye. But Kawaya Nick, it don't give me more information about the operation where it happened, because ESSF be there on the ground, helping with logistics, information, and coordinating the operation. As I don't tell una, now so the manu picking them, they go for bush, they go kill this shit, no why blast them, because they don't terrorize their communities. Just like how the Bangwa picking they be carry firewood, go knock Oliver for head. Now wait that way manu picking they don't do them too for their own community. When I see how they knock that one for head, bam! Ako Giant, they knock it for head, so they be run, push, go for bag. They borrow that Bangwa firewood, they knock him for head, the Biabia say, no, I cannot stand this pressure, Biabia shift, it go for back. You know, one take that impact of the Bangwa firewood for head, bam! Like how they be knock Oliver Lekiakai on. But yes, make I not digress too far. When I listen to Kawayanik, and then we go come live. Later on today, Friday, the 29th of March 2024, we go come live at exactly 5 p.m. Cameroon time. Thank you plenty, my country people then.
Country people then today na the 23rd. My own name is Kawa Yanikawa. I dey for Manu Division. Presently, I just say my show na the stream, this river, na Badi River, this river. So for I be take risks for cross this river alone when place be still hot for October 2018. For come for Okoyong, for my time when my time for surrender don't reach, I be take risks. My brothers, the reason why the show na this place, na place where I go always ever remember. So I come here today alone. I no come with any person. My name na Kawa Yannick. This one from Manu Division. Yeah. The reason why I want make this short video na say my brothers and for Manu, for surrender is a good thing and a good for una for surrender. My brothers them home and abroad, una encourage this Amazonian terrorism for Manu where they still carry gun. Make them surrender and make una encourage them, not encourage them by giving them money, but talking to them, continuous talking to them. Where you talk for man, things say the man go understand and he go yeah. And for you where still the bush, the carry gun, you get now one thing: either you surrender or you will be killed. Many people in the way they don't be before una. People they don't be plenty before more than what una they do, but they don't die. Why not if you check on yourself? And for those the way they don't surrender, because I don't come from Manfi, almost all guys the way I know the way in Amber, they say they don't surrender, but they know they for DDRO. I wonder whether DDRO they for Manu. There is no DDRO in Manu. If you surrender to any authority, you know send you for DDRO, you never surrender. You don't play over your intelligence. One day you'll be arrested and go to prison. It's better for you to follow the rightful process by going to the DDRO. When you surrender to an authority, the authority need to send you to the DDRO, not to send you back to your village. So you don't want to go to the... Who will give you option whether you get for go or you don't want for go? A DDRO is not a prison. It's a place where they rehabilitate people. They teach you, they try to change your mentality. Maybe you were taking drugs, they will try to make you, if you feel stop the drug, not be in a place where you go. You just come out, you surrender, you just go back, you have same character and behavior go still inside you. At the back una, my brothers and sisters, it's good to surrender. I'm in Manu Division, Manfe Central presently. I did ride up for Badi. So
My country people then, happy Easter for all the Christians. Today na Sunday number 31 day for March 2024.
Una see video how they don't bring Ako Jian, General Ako Jian for Insta Fako. Now our population that they jubilate when they don't bring an Amazonian general, they work out with Cameroon military, they jubilate for their corner. How did we get here? Now, as a result of our struggle being derailed by extremists, people the way they try to justify each time our soldiers attack our community, instead for taking responsibility and lay down strong principles and guidelines and ethics to protect our population. When I imagine that way they keep people for a backup, how many of our people then can stand for address the issue, take responsibility, and make sure say similar things they don't happen? Then they can stand for social media for lie and then go back go shidong, then feel say the population they go to move forward. Now the failure, this would get them. Failure of leadership. Failure to come in unison to lay down principle for our soldiers. Failure to defend our own people when it contradicts our principles in terms of pushing the struggle forward. We cannot run down our population because we want soldiers to support us. At the end of the day, we will lose both the soldiers and the population. It's very sad. How did we get here? It is happening all over our territory. This is not La Republic's doing because Cameroon is even worse. But the population will always tend to the thing that looks more stable. Come to think about it, the areas where we have driven away Cameroon administration and Cameroon military and police and gendarmes in our territory, how did we govern those territories? Instead, we start imposing tax on people who were not paying tax when La Republic was in control, intimidating our own people, terrorizing them. Think about it. This is the reality on the ground that many of our people who are in the diaspora have failed to recognize or failed to handle because they are out of touch, they are not hardworking, they are not committed or dedicated, they exist only on social media. So this is what is happening in Manfe. This is Ako Jan, the Ambazonian general who was captured by the Nigerian army by his own community and handed directly to the Cameroon army without going through Abuja like the cases we have seen. And this should be a wake-up call for all of us Ambazonians. It should be a wake-up call. Before you open your eyes, we will have no voice to speak on behalf of our people because the radical element, the extremists, would have already handed this struggle back to La Republic, make our population to go back to La Republic. They are turning our population back to La Republic. That is what Ayabacho is doing. Whether he is doing it deliberately or not, the result can speak for themselves. Look at Bali, a stronghold of our resistance. Today is celebrating the death of soldiers and in anger. What happened in Bali? Banning of Christmas. Where are the people who were very happy to ban Christmas, who were making videos to come and prove that Christmas was banned? They killed two individuals there, Betran in Bali, because they want to ban Christmas. Where are the people who were supporting it? Bring liberation tax. Soldiers are dying every day. You are there happy, hey, liberation tax, because a few soldiers will endorse you. Are we fighting for endorsement? Are we fighting for dominance, or we are fighting for the people?
Lesson number one, Makonjipo, Dr. Weti. Listen, whether or not you accept, Makonjipo is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong.
And for this Easter, I want to appreciate all the black legs and all the fantastic work we done the do. Easter na time where Christians, they believe, say Jesus, he be die for save their sins, for cleanse all their bad things the way they don't do. Friday where they be kill Jesus, we call them say Good Friday, because even though na tragedy say they kill Jesus, but Christians they believe say na good thing will be happen because na part of the fulfillment of your legacy and the fulfillment of the prophecy. The Christ it become can die for save Christians their sins. Now so Christians they believe them. So the day where they kill you, they call them say Good Friday because the killing of the Christ it began to be now a sacrifice where it began to sacrifice his life in order for the whole world their sins for be cleansed. So now why did they call him Good Friday? And 3 days later, by Sunday, Jesus it be rise from the death. So Jesus not fulfilled rise from the death without Good Friday killing of Jesus. Jesus it not be fit cleanse the world of our sins without the sacrifice of your own blood. So for translate them to the fight where we the black legs they fight against Amazonian terrorism. Now why that way a few years ago I be make a presentation where I tell you how Amazonian terrorism it be necessary. Today we will show you evidence of how Anglophones they protest, they rise up against Amazonian terrorism. Anglophones them, whether not the ones them from Widikum or the ones them from Akwaya and from Memphis Central, as they don't capture Akko Giant, when I see how the population come out outside, they celebrate, they jubilate. That one it happened just a few days ago on the 28th of March 2024. When I see the population inside Bali, as they kill the Amber terrorist, so-called General Sami, where he be killed Bertrand for December 2023, they carry their body, they go to for squares, for in town for squares for Bali. The population come out, they celebrate, they jubilate how they kill Ambazonian terrorists. When I don't see them, the same thing they happen for Eklewindi, it happen for Etam. All over the Anglophone zone, the 30 Mami, the way they celebrate for Big Babanki, or they come out for protest against Ambazonian terrorism for Big Babanki, they catch them, they torture them, they shoot some of them. Now, time they killed the so-called General Spirito for Big Babanki, when I see the population inside Big Babanki for Kijemkeku and all over the whole of Mezam and all over for Tuba and the rest, they celebrate, they jubilate. Once more, I repeat, Ambazonia terrorism, it will be a necessary evil for we to achieve one and indivisible Cameroon. Because Anglophones, they don't always they agitate. They don't always want to challenge the Cameroon government. And also, I don't tell you now how Cameroon government is not fight Ambazonia terrorism. And now strategy that way me, I get mixed feelings. Because me, I want them to fight Ambazonia terrorism. But at the other end, or on the other hand, I understand the Ambazonia terrorism now something where we the Anglophones them will create them, and now we Anglophones them will get for destroy them. So we get a lot of work for do for destroy Ambazonia terrorism, and we don't do them. And when I see how the population now they celebrate when the Cameroon military kumkumize Ambazonia terrorists. When I see how the population they jubilate when we capture Amba terrorism like for Manu, Ako Giant, and the rest. So now because of this dynamic where it make Ambazonia terrorism, it be necessary for Anglophones to realize themselves, for understand the mistake where they make and for make sure that mistake it no go ever, ever, ever happen again.
We will take care of them. Our forces will take care of them. As you all know, yesterday, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, following the established Ambazonian Code of Law and Code of Justice, carried out summary execution publicly of 2 Cameroon spies recruited by the B commander in Ambo, following our code of conduct, our code of law and code of justice. They were executed. They were executed.
Because of Ambazonia terrorism, it don't bring about people like me and all the black legs we will assemble. We don't do countless presentations them on social media. We don't sensitize our population. We don't make them now what true history it be told and it be heard by the general public. Anglophones now they better understand what will be transpire in the 1950s, leading on to the reunification in the 1960s, leading on to unitary state in 1970s, leading on to the creation of Ambazonian ideology in the 1980s, leading on to the SCNC in the 1990s, and leading on to Ambazonian terrorism for 2017. Our population now they be better, they in a better place for better understand how we the lies and the manipulation of our history it don't lead we to where we did today, and we better understand from the exchange of notes to how the resolution 1608 affect we and all the lies the way they be talk about our history. We don't try our best for sensitize our people them and they understand. So Ambazonia terrorism it be necessary. Yes, thousands of people they don't die, hundreds of thousands they don't be displaced, a lot more they don't miss opportunity for go for school. It don't set we back the Anglophones them a generation, but now what way we would do them for teach ourselves a very important lesson, and we don't learn the lessons Now, why that way the population now they turn their backs against Ambazonia terrorism? So I repeat, for this Easter, just like how the Christians they recall the Friday where they killed Jesus, they recall that Friday as a Good Friday. Make we reflect back at Ambazonia terrorism as a very bitter but necessary lesson where we, the Anglophones, them will be needed. And as the Cameroon government, in order to fight Ambazonia terrorism, now also a good strategy where it may come now we, the Anglophones, them will be forced for help ourselves. So that in the future, this nonsense is not going to repeat itself. Anytime in the future where some person even suggest the idea, say make we carry guns or say make we start the same nonsense we started for 2016-17, all Anglophones they go band together in unison for denounce that nonsense because we don't experience them. And they say experience is the best teacher. My country people them. Una happy Easter.
Kunkumasa or the kind of way it work with the Cameroon government. It don't confirm am for this video. So this one, nothing way all una get forget sense. So I want to thank my country people and all the other soldiers say who thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
So, my country people them, for this Easter Sunday, I want to start with this report where it come out from the American government, where they talk about extending the TPS, the temporal or temporary protected status TPS for Cameroon, where it means people the way they immigrate to America, they will be protected from deportation to Cameroon for a period where it will range up to June 2025. So now the message this, and in this message, the American government, it don't give a very strong indictment of Ambazonia terrorists, the atrocities them in the Anglophone zone. And I go read just some of the atrocities them, which way they don't write them, about the Ambazonia terrorists, their activities in the Anglophone zone, my country people them. Because the United States government no recognize Ambazonia. So now why the way they talk about the far north region, Boko Haram, and all of those things. So now for the whole of Cameroon, okay? So make a continue for reader, make a zoom am in, make it a big for the way, make it big for the way all man a go fit read and understand. Now, the crisis in the northwest and the southwest region, now that one be interesting for we. So on here wait way the American government it talk. This one a very strong indictment of Ambazonia terrorists. They say the Anglophone separatists continue to commit human rights abuses against both government forces and civilians, engaging in killings, kidnappings, and other means of forceful control over large parts of the Anglophone regions. Separatists have restricted the movement of persons and goods in the areas under their control, sometimes in deliberate attempt to harass and intimidate the local population, and often use weekly lockdowns called ghost towns during which all businesses, schools, and places of worship must close. Now, they specifically talk about the 30 women the way they will be kidnapped by Ambazonia terrorists in May 2023 after participating in peaceful protests against the separatist violence and taxes, which some of the women were tortured, beaten, and shot. So when I see the indictment, when now the American government now they talk against the Amba terrorists, they continue for talks that the separatist groups have targeted civilian infrastructure and their violence has actually impacted on access to education. More than half of the schools in the northwest and the southwest regions remain closed for the 2022 to 2023 year, according to the United Nations. So armed groups have also attacked healthcare facilities, including an attack against a hospital in June 2022 that deprived over 85,000 people of access to healthcare. So this one, a very strong indictment when now the American government did the right time against the Ambazonia terrorists. They talk about the kidnapping of people, ghost towns, lockdowns, kidnapping of those 30 women for Big Babanki. And una know very well that now the American government, it tell una about how the Anglophone population, they protest. When I read of the 30 women were reportedly abducted by Amba terrorists in May 2023 after participating in peaceful protests against separatist violence and taxes. So the women, they be tortured, beaten, and shot. So now when I see how the Anglophone population now they revolt against ambassador terrorism, and the truth is be told, not just by we the Blacklegs, but now by the international community, by the United Nations, by the American government itself.
Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
Today, the 24th of March 2024. You na my suicide and you na my pikin. We don't come to me before you come out. But today, I the one send you me go. They cry with Ambazonia, they cry. For the thing the way you don't do it. The good way you don't do it. You know they ever change you back for man. And anytime when some man declare infighting, now you the ever be first man for can't talk say in my life, you no get for dinner so. Even some commander for any side, now you the ever stop and first. But if I get problem with some man, he choose to find me, he no side where they stay. And before when I be one come out camp for down here, I no be tell when I say me when I go fight on soldier. Or I no be saying when I say me when I go check back with any other man in soldier. Your call I receive and say don't fall before they can find you now. But send you me go. Me join the ancestors them. Now I say the boy then with me and they will get problem. They don't come for can't find you. Find all now what we say when I put down here. Because they wanna can't join me. I never betray you or betray some man. Me your skill work I find. But I need to check back for man. But I know who left the one with you with the work I go. I go call the peace. As you don't decide, then I say go give. I go call him. But any man will pay for no come. Choose for say go stand up for back side for find me or for find any of your suicide again. You know the love way all who don't get that. And all your suicide they don't get that for you. They cry with it, they cry today. Me or spirit they will them. For any side where they will decide for say they want fight, you fight. They want the other day for any side where they did. Today, not only me, now General that, General Blim, now me and you, we don't join today for escort you. We need to check back for ourselves, but any man will choose to check back. Now you gonna know how you go separate and from me. My discussion, what I don't discuss with you now, you don't finish. You know me, I'm your pa, one man soldier. The lion will need to find trouble. What I find? If any man get anything for talk, but I will try by all means for find your family then. For that way they do. If I fit get to them, and then I will take your ground. Anything I take out for you, I will send out for them. Now discussion, what I don't discuss with you, you don't finish. Now your commander that. Now your suicide now you see them. So what can find?
Then at the 26th of March 2024. Okay, we did here under custody, under Ambazonian custody. Where they take me for school that we teach. And then at the back, Honorable Kumjonji I beg Secretary General Aqua Patrick. I beg Mr. Atie, Lord Mayor Zua, Vice Principal GHS Way Akpo Felix, and Pajam Joseph Mukong, when our principal, say me they do everything I will help with inside this very delicate situation now we did this so. I beg when I will contribute the 10 million that would ask we, so we pay that for the damages. So they don't already cut my 2 fingers then. So I really beg when I say if we not do am, so it means that I will it means that they will kill that for this bush. I beg when I plenty. Thank you now in advance.